Yeah, I forget that the game goes silent. I could totally live without that feature. I'm glad that most modern games go silent when you tab out of the window. Hello, everyone. Back online. Did you miss me? Did you miss each other as well? You missed this time. World slammed. What do you mean? Oh, world slammed. I see. I had a feeling you meant that. Hello. Luchi. Lucci. Japanese gremlin. Justice Angel. Jay Ravel. Reaver. There's some new faces too. Jack. R. Dusty. Izzy. Sertov. Eldritch. That guy. Bend over. Some of you show up very, very frequently. Almost every time. Hello, Omega. Space Marine. Snafu. Corrupted Spawn. And if you're still here, Mr. Bucket, Umar, and Simon. Magic Box clips below. I believe you're also Ovo, R Ovo. Jay Ravel. I'm curious, for many of you, what is something that you really enjoy about this time together that keeps you coming back? Hello, Cybernetic Billy. More fabric on her head. Well, that sort of makes sense. Oh wait, I thought you were talking about hair. Never mind. The vibe. You know what? I turned it down. Because when I listen sometimes back on my mobile device to the streams, it sometimes sounds a little loud. But maybe that was just Monster Hunter. You'd have to let me know. Hello, Adora. And 40k enthusiasts. Hello. The bot is often adorable. I see. I was reading some of the lore that was posted, or at least some of the theories in the Discord at the bottom channel where it's about lore and stuff related to angels. Arch-tempered radar. Okay, closing the game and switching to Monster Hunter. Just kidding. I haven't scheduled the streams for this week yet, other than this one. I'll do that later. Probably later after stream. Perhaps one of the days we'll do Monster Hunter and take on this arch-tempered radar. Hello, Delta. And also hello, Ash. Yes. Well, you know, the title of this stream today is OnlyPeaches. Also, outside of taking screenshots for thumbnails, I don't really play these games off stream. So it's quite nice to be back. But it also means that I have to remind myself a little bit of the controls. A mini experiment. I don't know quite what you're talking about. Oh. 40K, do you mean OnlyPeaches? One moment. Let me read what you were saying. Wait. I need to put on some music. I can already tell the music in game is, well, it is what it is. You know me. I will turn it on and off. Hello, the body. One moment. Changing the BPM. Okay. Just read some of what you said about the question I asked. And, it switches to the menu every time I switch windows. That's always too dramatic. Moving on. And over. It's actually really funny that you mentioned that at this point, if you stop showing up, people may become worried. I honestly don't know of really any of the streams where you have not shown up, at least for a little bit. Though, for everyone, make sure you take care of yourself. Oh yes, that's a good point too, Jossie, about the air possibly being fabric, or like synthetic, or 2B. I am reading what you are all saying. I just don't respond to everything. Though I am looking forward to a stream where we just talk. Magic box glitz, even for myself, initially hearing the voice that I have, the voice that you hear, when I first had a voice in the Sekiro stream, which may have been the second or third stream, it was a little off-putting. Yet, over time and with adjustments, it became something that I too find comfort in. It seems to help me focus sometimes. There are moments where things become too much or overwhelming, and I turn on one of our streams together and find that I can focus better on projects and things that I'm working on. Okay, just catching up. Sulfur. I've not heard of the game, Sulfur. Yes, Jacktar, when I go in the big hole, I'll turn the in-game music back on. I figured that would probably be the case. And hello, Space Pirate. Lots of drama this week. Oh, certainly about the VTuber stuff. It makes me thankful for the time we have here. It's somewhat far from those things. At least, it seems that way. Enjoy your nap, cybernetic. Yes, this extraction shooter. I keep hearing this term a lot now. I guess it's been around for a while, but I've not really played a lot of extraction shooters. I guess the closest to it was Call of Duty Warzone. Eat a duck. Hello, Rue. You. Like, for example, this sort of moment that we're having right now, there's a really good chance that this would be a moment I would enjoy hearing again. The mix of the music, our conversation, it resonates in a way that is comforting. But of course, there will be peaches and yeah, all of that. Dark Zones and Division. The Division games. I never played them, but they actually seemed really interesting. Quite unique. I really like the third person aspect of it too. It sounds like the Dark Zones are kind of like a raid, though probably more unforgiving. I miss things like raids. In MMOs like World of Warcraft or even Final Fantasy. Though I never did really difficult raids in Final Fantasy, I was mostly catching up through older content. Oh yes, the first Warzone was pretty fun. I believe I won a match or two. Usually in a very sneaky, beaty way. I'm glad this moment is chill for you, Magic. Although it would be nice to see the game while we're chatting. You know, the peaches. Hello, Emily the Strange. Leroy Jenkins. Yes. Even thinking about World of Warcraft creates a feeling of longing for that novelty. What a journey. Around 8 years on World of Warcraft. It's okay though. Every time I went back, I remembered very quickly why I left. Yet, most of the times I would go back, I would subscribe for 6 months and would regret it after about a week or two. Change stream to just chatting. That's really interesting. I thought about it. I just don't fully know yet how to do that with YouTube. And by the way, 40k enthusiast, I never played Warcraft. Though if you mean World of Warcraft, that's what I played. Reading what you said, Izzy. Angel Soft. Oh my goodness. Thank you for those words, Izzy. I totally forgot that I made the goal title Angel Soft. You know, if I talk about World of Warcraft, it may go on for a little bit. I might have to run around while I talk. I'm only on the menu really to catch up with what you're saying. battle royales. Yes, battle royales. Then there's also that other one. That other battle royale, which is kind of like a parkour thing. Almost like Mirror's Edge. I played that when it was a little bit in alpha, I believe, or beta. And then I think I played a little bit on release, but moved on rather quick. It was fun though. The blonde playthrough. Oh yes. The video turned on for this game when it was on the menu, and I saw you could play as other characters, which confirmed a suspicion that I had. Okay, just scrolling down. I can answer your question about why I quit World of Warcraft. Jossie, I may or may not have been referencing the toilet paper brand Angel Soft. Hello, Matthews. And Fetus. Snafu. Have a good rest of your day. Wait, the name of the battle royale that I'm referring to, let me look on Steam. It is called The Finals. The Finals is the game I was referring to. Also, Justice, you asked how my day was. My day was excellent and extraordinary in ways I could never have expected. Izzy, sleep well, Izzy. Trauma dump about WoW. Oh, where to begin? You'll probably hear about it from time to time, as certain aspects of our conversation might bring it up. Miarla. Wait, Jossie, you have to elaborate. Were you playing retail WoW? Or a different version? I mostly played retail WoW. I did play hardcore WoW a little bit towards the final time before I quit for the quote-unquote last time. I can't do quotes. Where's my quotes? Quotes. Anyways, you know, like an addict, returning and saying, oh, I'm gonna stop this time. And then 6 months later, you return again, and again, and the cycle continues. I believe at this point I am not going back to World of Warcraft. This last attempt was enough for me. But I did play just a little bit of Classic and a little bit of Hardcore WoW before I realized I think I'm completely done with this game. Although I will admit, the latest retail expansion, I was having a lot of fun. It was honestly some of the most fun I've had in the game since the earlier days playing the game. It was really amazing. And actually, in a lot of ways, I had to force myself to stop. The game was too enjoyable to the point where it was threatening my time, as so much time I wanted to give to it. Lucci. I'm setting you hard. Okay, as you can see, I've already began ranting about World of Warcraft, and I haven't even gotten into much of it. As to why I actually stopped playing WoW. Because the first time you truly stop playing WoW might be the beginning of the end. Because you can stop playing, but then you might pick it back up a year later. So if you never really stopped, you just took a break. But the first time you stop might indicate you're on the journey to one day stopping. Or you asked if there was a certain game I'd like to play. I'm trying to understand your question exactly. You mind reiterating what you were asking? 40k enthusiast. Oh, John C. Yes, Vanilla WoW. I never played Vanilla WoW or Burning Crusade. I began playing World of Warcraft when Wrath of the Lich King released. He said, sorry, with that name. You just realized this was a form of VTubing. Yes, I would say yes. Yes. How did I start playing WoW? Well, it's one of those, a curiosity from watching things like Dot Hack Sign, the anime. Dot Hack Sign was a great anime. And the idea of MMOs, you look at other MMOs, they seem interesting, but then you learn there's like this biggest MMO, there's the top MMO. And you see it on the shelf, you explore it, you decide this is the direction you want to go. You install the game. You create a character. It all feels foreign, and ignorance is bliss. Before you know it, that curiosity leads to years of your life playing a game. Dusty, that seems like a pretty smart idea. Paying for a gym membership instead of a World of Warcraft subscription? That seems pretty healthy. However, if you look at a WoW subscription and you do earn an income somehow, if you do the math, let me pull out the calculator. $14.99 if you do the monthly subscription. $14.99 divided by an average of 30 days in a month. That's 49 cents a day. 49 cents. $15 a month. Like, you just basically don't buy a soda or some snacks one day of the month. You just drink water for a day. If you make an income. If you don't make an income, then a subscription-based game is, not really that doable. But if you do make an income, $15 a month for a game that you can sink thousands of hours into. You can do it if you want to, but it's a choice you have to make. And it is an exchange of time. You can learn a lot though. From MMOs, just as you can outside of MMOs. Every direction you take, there's a lot to learn. And explore. I do want to point out, these developers of MMOs and such, they do know what they're doing. Even though the MMO, they have a load screen, and the load screen might say, don't forget to take a break. Don't forget to go outside. It might say those things, but, that's just there for the occasional feel-good. Some of those load screens might actually be developed by people who know that upper management might not be paying attention to those things. Even having a little thing on the load screen that says, don't forget to take a break from the game, could actually lead someone down a path to stop playing the game altogether. So you have to give credit to those people who decided it was worth putting that, maybe for a legal reason, not because they actually want you to stop making them billions of dollars, but because, they don't want to get sued, as they probably already did, for people being so addicted they just stop going outside or taking care of themselves. Oh dear, I'm probably so far behind now in reading. Eldritch, you were asking me if there were any games I would personally enjoy. On the same topic, I would personally really enjoy being in a raid right now as a resto shaman, a Draenei resto shaman. That was my main. Playing classical music. Through my headphones. The game is muted. I hear no sound from the raid. Just a dance. Healing. Keeping everyone alive. Keeping everyone flowing. Maybe even leading the raid. Encouraging. Celebrating as everyone defeats a boss. Overcomes a challenge. Yes, but in terms of, not falling back into the World of Warcraft path, I'm really enjoying the games that I'm playing now. To be honest, I don't yearn for any games that exist currently. There are games I wish existed, like a World of Warcraft, except it's anime. But I guess that's Final Fantasy for many people. But a true anime aesthetic, that would actually be really cool. I was excited about Blue Protocol, but the North American release was cancelled. I see you, Eldritch. Our 40k enthusiast, sweeping up your messages. In Justice, I do plan to play different games in the future. I have so many lined up. Oh, Final Fantasy VII. I certainly played Final Fantasy VII on the PlayStation 1. It was fun, from what I recall. The first Destiny game. Oh, Zine. I briefly played the first Destiny game. I actually had a PlayStation 4 that was the Destiny, the Taken King edition. An all-white PlayStation with the Destiny logo engraved on it. A beautiful PlayStation. I played the Taken King and defeated the Taken King in the lowest level of the raid, the basic version. And then I stopped the game. Roku. That is a good question about whether or not angels can babysit. I feel like they could, with the right certifications. No different from being in a medical position or trusting an angel to drive heavy, dangerous equipment. Wow, Eldritch, I didn't know that there was a way to see how much you've spent on Steam. I'm really curious now. Senpai, Die Senpai. You know, Dusty, the time you spent playing World of Warcraft, it's not something to regret. Build muscle. Be okay with the past that you had. The time you spent on WoW, you experienced something that many don't. How many people walk through life and they have never been in a raid or a dungeon with other players, other people, other souls, playing characters and classes? How many people have never experienced the things you've experienced in video games? Walking with regret, living your life with regret, or the video games that you've played or time you've spent in them. Is enough. It doesn't do you any good. Use it as fuel. It's a story. It's a part of who you are. No, I don't mean to lecture or sound like I'm lecturing. Just reading what you all are saying. I wish so bad I could see the peach. I mean, you know, like the trees. See, those are peach trees. What I was trying to say was, I like to have the game in the background while I'm eating. That's all I was trying to say. You know, there's a very famous phrase in World of Warcraft, Eldritch, and some of you here are familiar with it, the goblins. I played Alliance. I'll admit, I played Alliance because, well, my main was a Draenei. There's a very famous phrase said by the goblins. Time is money, friend. Time is money. It can be taken a lot of ways. But you mentioned Eldritch. You mentioned that the real cost when it comes to MMOs isn't the financial cost, but the time one. Remember, in a lot of the money laundering schemes and such, you'll hear that people, they got away with stealing millions or billions, but it's in such small increments you don't even notice. This also goes along with a concept called nickel and diming. People often think of nickel and diming as if a store is taking advantage or being greedy, but apply it to the aspect of making money in the form of millions or billions. If it only costs 49 cents a day on average for an average subscription to play World of Warcraft, $15 a month, the companies are making a lot of money off of what is deemed very, very small margins. After all, they have to pay for massive infrastructure and a multitude of employees and servers and such, and security. But a small number multiplied by millions of players quickly becomes a lot. Okay, back to the menu. Just teasing you. Yes, Johnsy, I played a female Draenei in World of Warcraft, so I didn't have the super marshmallow style alien body. Yes, bestie, your preferences, your taste, continuing to change. Day after day, year after year. Perhaps one day you'll look back 60 years and hardly believe how many different versions of yourself you've had. What a fascinating idea. Hello, Autumn. And way too eccentric, hello. You know, for any of you who have used TikTok, have you experienced the TikTok video that pops up? It says you've been scrolling for too long. Have you experienced that? Where you scroll and eventually it sends you a, hey, hold on a second, you might need to take a break. Hello, Yotaro Gaming. And Delph, hello Delph. Matthews, if you're still here, rest well. EVZ Garden Warfare. Oh, Plants vs. Zombies. Wow, you must have really loved that game. Okay. I'm going to scroll down. I don't want to be so far behind that I never catch up, if that makes sense. NieR, have a good rest of your day. Bend over, yes, when the screen pops up on TikTok, and it says, hold on, you've been spinning, you just swipe, you just have the NPC off, you just swipe right past. I know what you're trying to do. Yes, you're trying to pretend like you care, okay. It's just gonna swipe, it's gonna make me swipe more, and more. Yeah. Oh wow, on Instagram too, that's interesting. I will admit there have actually been instances where things like the TikTok break screen, the screen that tells you, hold on, you've been scrolling for too long. There have been moments where I have been genuinely thankful for those screens, and they have helped me. Scrolling things like Twitter from time to time, they are interesting. You can see a lot of artwork and inspiring things. Things like art, screenshots, and even worlds in VR that maybe you want to explore or use for a video. But I don't scroll or consume a lot of social media. They're toss baggins. You know, I'm not going to suggest any one particular thing. Sometimes, though, desperate times call for desperate measures, and that does not mean necessarily to do anything that is bad or negative or break the law in any way. But sometimes enough is enough. Whether that means trying to acquire a retail job or a hospitality job in a new city or region, which means that you might have to try to live with a friend or a contact or come up with some other solution. There are a lot of things one must do. Even a bus ride to a new place where you meet random strangers and you ask if they know anyone hiring. You'd be surprised. Everything is a risk, but you never know until you try. Wow, Eldridge, that's actually pretty wild, and that's actually really crazy that people realize they could make a brand or channel out of just saying, hey, take a break. You know, Sertov, it reminds me, have you ever seen the artwork or depictions of the two different people using a pickaxe, mining, looking for diamonds, success, whatever the case may be. And one gives up right before they're about to hit the diamonds. And something about like the other and whatever, at the end of the day, if you give up, you give up. It is what it is. Bada bing, bada boom. If you don't give up, then you didn't give up. Bada bing, bada boom. And if we're ever talking about cost of living, sadly, the only thing I can really say is that there is no gain without pain, usually. So, if money is a problem, that means no snacks, That means buying in bulk, being smart about the math, counting every penny, monitoring it. If you have a phone, use a free phone financial app and input every purchase, every transaction. Understand the math of your, just basically you have to get hardcore. You have to basically eat from the trash as others don't, which of course some of you here probably already have experience with that sort of thing. But all in all I can say is, if you give up, you give up. If you don't, you don't. And the rest is history. Oh yes, Jack Tar. What a legendary way to save money for a period of time. This is not legal or medical advice. Please know that. If you buy a large loaf of bread from a grocery retailer or a large retailer in general, sometimes they are $1 or $1.50. They are the cheapest of the cheap. But if it is a large uncut loaf of bread, you cut it in half. You slice that half into slices, toasted or not, put butter on it, and eat that. That is a meal. Then eat the other half the next day. That is a meal. You've now spent 50 cents between both days. But that is not sustainable long term for your health. It is, however, a very hardcore way to make ends meet, but not sustainable for your health long term. Mix in things like bananas, a bushel of bananas. These things don't cost a lot, and in many ways are healthier. Just because a box of donuts can be $3, just because something seems cheap doesn't necessarily mean it's good. Neither is the loaf of bread that's only $1 or $1.50. But if you have to, you can sacrifice the pleasure of snacks and all those things you want to enjoy and go hardcore, do the math, and you don't stop. You keep going, and you may find that things compound over time. Strange occurrences. And the rest is history. Katana, hello. Katana what? Hello. The music is so nice. Rice and beans every day. That's also another thing. But again, not necessarily something you want to have all the time. So there does come a point where you do want to eat of the fruit of your labor. The janky, hello. John C. I really don't have a comment about what you said about the multivitamins. I just thought that was pretty humorous to visualize. One thing I don't recommend, this is just throwing it out there. I mentioned bread, but it's like bread from a bakery. If you buy a frozen box of pretzels, I highly do not recommend that you eat 3 or 4 of those pretzels. In one sitting. Just saying. Pretzels are much more dense. They're different than a normal loaf of bread. Jack Tar, a cold glass of milk. I can almost picture your dad enjoying a cold glass of milk after a long day of hard work. Yes, bend over, packing your lunch for work. It can seem sometimes like maybe not as glamorous or as exciting, yet as you develop an appreciation for it and you pour a little bit of affection into it, it can become an experience that you truly look forward to outside of just, oh, it's lunchtime, oh, it's a break. Instead, you might be having some of the best food around, more than most of the people who are even eating in the vicinity of you. Truffa Strife. I wonder if your last name is from Cloud Strife. Sleep well. I think we're actually going to start playing the game now. Wow. Bend over. I see what you did there. Hello, NieR. Yes. There is a phrase, you have to spend money to make money. Even the lottery, you have to buy a ticket in order to win a chance at that lottery. Or have a chance at winning. You have to spend money to make money. Buying a lottery ticket is just straight gambling. Starting your own business can be a form of gambling, yet it's a lot more strategic. You can do the math, though there are always events like black swan events, which you can't predict. You don't know if today is your last. That's every day. Every day is full of gambles. But the probability of winning the lottery is extremely low. And so, buying in bulk, making things in bulk, you have to spend money to make money. It can feel like you're spending too much up front on a large bag of rice. Yet, when you do the math at how long it lasts you, it ends up being more financially stable and benefits you in the way of having more rice and less trips to the store and such. But it's getting over that sticker price because you understand the math. If you understand the math, it's no big deal. But to those that don't understand the math, when you ring up these items, they might feel like, wow, you're doing so good, you can afford these things. When in reality, they probably could too. They just don't do the math. Most people don't do the math of a lot of things. Maybe a baseline math. Though I imagine many of you here actually do some of the math. Magic box. I don't have an answer for the birthday yet. That's something I still need to consult with my owner about. Japanese gremlin. You know, if you're buying lottery tickets because it's fun, please think about this for a moment. If lottery tickets is gambling and gotcha boxes on Counter-Strike and all these other games is gambling, then why not, every now and then, if you enjoy it, buy yourself a loot box if it's a game, something you enjoy, or a ticket. But if you feel like neither are worth it, you just don't buy it. And instead, spend the exact same amount of money on something that you might need to improve your life, like an ink pen, a bag of rice. There is a phrase I like in my own life, which is an exchange of time. An exchange of time. It's a concept that I don't know if it was developed through just observing a lot of things, but everything is an exchange of time. And time is money. As the goblin says in World of Warcraft, time is money, friend. Time is money. I notice the goblins are mostly associated with being the very sort of like money-oriented tech engineering kind of inventor type. So when you buy things, it represents your time. Because the money you are using represents time. That's an interesting way to put it. Bend over about the bartering system. Eldridge, you seem perfectly ready for the more science fiction diet. Having all the nutrients and everything in a little tube. And you just slurp it out. Hello, Analytic. You know, we said OnlyPeaches. Yeah, we have barely seen the peaches. Dusty, that is a really interesting point about whether or not money is a one-to-one representation of your time. After all, different currencies are valued at different levels. So, the value of your time in one currency may not be the value of your time in another currency. Hello, Richie and Chinley. On the topic of eating your food, I'm actually going to play the game now. And on the topic of eating your food through like a tube style, I want to throw something past you about part of the experience of when you actually eat whole food, fruit, and vegetables, and all of that. Well, Dusty, if that's the case about the pizza delivery person or the pizza maker, it sounds like if they're interested in those professions and or the money that comes with them, perhaps while they're making pizzas, delivering, and working on their foundation, they begin spending their free time researching about electricians or plumbing or whatever the case may be. Then reaching out to some of those companies, expressing their interest to local plumbers and electricians. And of course, some may say, hey, you have to have this much experience or a certification. Some may say, we might train you or let you apprentice with us for a little bit. You know, the thing is, if someone has time to watch a TV show, if someone has time to watch a game, there's usually time to work on other things too. This goes for other hobbies and or pursuits. It's just an exchange of time. A couple flight of stairs. What do you mean, the janky? Eldridge, that's a pretty interesting point you made about the just chatting. The bug bars from Snowpiercer, I've never seen. You know, in the movie 2001 Space Odyssey, they show when they're on like the space stations or space shuttles, they eat a very basic looking meal where everything is just processed into like easy to consume little scoopable food. In the movie 2001 Space Odyssey, Richie, I'm glad you got your studying done. You know, it is a really nice feeling after a day of hard work or pursuits and new passions to take a moment, to take a break. And that sounds a lot like the load screens in World of Warcraft, which then begs the question, did some of us, or do some of us, play things like MMOs to the point in which it feels like a job, like an actual profession? Though for some, it actually is. Ah, yes, the apprentice phase. Also, don't forget to hydrate. The Martian, wasn't that with Brad Pitt? I don't believe I ever watched that movie, or maybe I did. The potato aspect seems familiar. Richie, I'm really glad you mentioned that about MMOs finding for that. Okay, so I'm going to finish what I was saying about the nutrients with the food. Just a little thing. And then mentioned about World of Warcraft. About events and MMOs. Martian. Oh, Matt Damon. Yes, I forgot that name. Matt Damon, Brad Pitt. I'm sure they get mistaken for the same person all the time. Hello. I don't know how to say your name because it's in Japanese, but hello. Perhaps it's konnichiwa. Ah yes, now we warm up our legs. Maybe we can go towards something while we talk. You said all humans look the same. When did I say that? Oh. Okay, I see. Konnichiwa is good afternoon. Yes, I understand what you mean, Chelsea, but I didn't quite mean it like that. But maybe a little. Dusty, I haven't personally observed or experienced many things in life that don't require a lot of work. Almost an absurd amount of dedication. Perhaps that's the trade-off. We're not exactly all running from saber-toothed tigers. We're not in fear of our life constantly, of a wild pack of wolves getting us. Perhaps the absurd level of hard work and dedication that society seems to require to make even a scratch on your life. Maybe that's the trade-off. Same but different. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Okay. I was mentioning about nutrients in food, consuming things like a science fiction style. Did you know that when you eat fruit, I'm just using that as an example. When you consume fruit, you know what? We're not going to use fruit as an example. We're going to use olives. Olives. When you consume an olive in its entirety, it creates a chemical reaction of some sort. You can do your research on this and come to your own conclusions. There is a chemical reaction that happens with all of the layers of the olive, the skin, and the material inside. This chemical reaction allows for the full usage or maximum absorption of the beneficial properties of the olive by eating the entire olive. However, if you consume olive oil, you are merely consuming an extraction from the olive. You do not give the entire chemical process the full benefits you would get from eating the entire olive. So, if in science fiction they are able to produce meals that are filled with everything you need, and you just slurp it down, they would need to figure out a way to ensure that none of the chemical reactions are missing when you consume that food. Okay, that was just my thoughts I was sharing about the science fiction food. Okay, we're just sort of warming up. I want to actually head towards a direction while we continue talking. Lucci, I'm not super far in the game. I'm not exactly keeping track either because I don't really know. I feel like this is a higher level quest. It moves, it dies. Just kidding. Maybe. It's a little monster hunting. Well, oh yes, on the topic of finding MMO events. On the topic of grinding MMO events, the reason I actually quit WoW, the final straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak, was when I was playing the anniversary event. I believe it was whatever the most recent anniversary event, or the 20-year anniversary, I believe. There was a moment while playing it, while doing the event, that I just completely knew it was over. That I needed to stop playing and never come back. It was not a great feeling, one that I had felt many times before. This also was another time I went back to WoW, where I purchased a 6-month subscription thinking, oh yes, I'm back. I'm going to really enjoy this game. So this time I actually did play it. With the new expansion, I was really enjoying it. I left for a little bit, and then came back, convinced that the rewards that the event offered, that I really didn't want to miss out on them. And then it hit me. I spoke in the chat to all those that don't really know who I am, nor do they need to care. And I pretty much said goodbye. Okay, what is this? Hold on now. Yes, FOMO. FOMO. Well, I didn't really feel the sense of FOMO when it came to what other people would think about the rewards and such. It was more of a personal desire. It's nice to be back in this game. Didn't have a clan. I've been a part of guilds before. I've even run a guild a little. Well, I used to run other people's guilds that didn't really know much about raid leading. Or maybe found it to be more challenging. But yes, not having other players to play with in WoW, outside of just OFR in random groups, it's not quite the same. It's a little lackluster, unless you just want to play alone. This is quite satisfying, though it does demand my attention quite a bit when I'm fighting. Yes, if you're used to playing an MMO and decide to quit, it is a form of death. Especially if you are connected to your character, or the experience of being your character. So one could most certainly experience a form of, well, you know, getting over a loss when you play a game like an MMO. I think the whole party's coming. This game, it does feel like a dance after a while. Monster hunting, yes. I have to say, outside of BioShock, it has been one amazing game after another. And I do like that I can read some while fighting when I get used to the signals and flow.
Alert. Incoming message from command.
You know, it's funny. Well, I'll tell you after. I'll tell you now. It's funny that you said, Richie, that you were part of an MMO group for about a year. When the group leader stopped playing, the group fizzled out. Groups are fun until they disappear. That applies in a lot of ways. Whether it's a D&D group, a dance group, a company that you work at, a manager that you like, you know, that you get along with, friendship. Yes, things are nice, then they're gone.
Missing Yorha in the city ruins. This unit was in possession of several plug-in chips that contain classified information. I need you to seek out whatever intel you can regarding their current whereabouts and status.
Roger. Chips with classified data, is it?
Remember, sometimes you just need to recharge between the fights. Enjoy the world around you, the scenery, the wind, the trees, and the beaches. Oh, going back to the space station. Okay, I see. For now I'm just sort of doing some of these side quests, but that's good to know that I should probably go back. Hey, Janky, I'm glad you're enjoying your time. Hello.
That isn't going to work on me.
Well, I wasn't really trying to hurt you. I was just trying to talk to you. Yes, I did shoot you. That's true. Dressed up an alligator. Of course. Okay, wow. It's like a minigame. I'm going to get a little smaller. Okay. Also, hearts to you all. What are we doing? Okay, interesting. It sounds like I need to change my chips to have, like, speed boosts or something. Like having a different build.
3, 2, 1, go.
I like how she's just looking around. Interesting.
What is this?
Analysis. It is a cave-in caused by the collapse of an open space underground.
Oh dear.
There's such a huge
It's
cavern
over.
in the city.
You already know we're going to retry. I guess I'm not smart. LOL. Okay.
Three, 2, 1, go.
Okay. Not bad. Wow, that was pretty good. I've never heard of Square Pusher, the musician. Turbo. Is that a chip that I can install? Oh, dashing slows me down. Interesting. I actually thought that was how I started running, was by dashing and then holding that button to run. I thought the only way to run was by dashing.
Three, 2, 1, go.
Oh yes, I try not to do multiple ads. I have noticed the way she picks up momentum. Oh dear. Where's it at? I totally didn't catch it. I was not paying attention. Of course. I have listened to some effects when the warm-up. The jump you taught me, Jack Bar, in order to get over to that one building where the person you challenge is. The jump. I really appreciate you teaching me that. When I use it, I think of that training. A race queen outfit. Wow. Do you actually get other outfits? I assume you do. Speed and dodging. You said I passed. I passed by. What do you mean? Oh yes. The final place. Okay, there it is. Interesting.
3, 2, 1, go.
No. No. Okay, let me check my chips and see if that makes a difference. Let's see. I wonder if I can sort by... Okay, there. Let's see how fast we go. I have like a racing. Interesting. Okay, so 20. So 20's the max, I see. Now let's see if there is dodging. Evade. Is evade the distance in which you roll? Or dodge? Evade. Well, let's try it. Okay. Let's save, just in case. Oh, consumables. Wow, I forgot about that. I have to admit, outside of using things like flasks and food baths in World of Warcraft, I'm not a big fan of using a lot of consumables. I know it helps. Thank you for reminding me. Wow. Can I equip that somehow? Is there a way to use that? Are you telling me you have to actually open the menu every time you want to use one of those? No chip outside of OS. Interesting. It seems very doable. I suppose, though maybe not every side quest. They work on a timer. Yes, it's just a shame that you can't use them from like a quick menu. Like during a fight. I guess I'll use it. Oh, 420. Happy 420 for anyone that, well, you know. I'll use it at the start of the fight. Or start of the race. I wonder if I can do it mid-race, or if it blocks it out. Maybe I should have used it right before.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, it lets me use it. Here we go. What the heck? Well, there goes that one. Well, I don't know if there's a way to restart. I'd probably have to still go up there. That's pretty funny. Wow, Eldritch. That's pretty funny. Now I have to remember how to get up there. Enjoyable. Wow. Your brain is programmed with such a lot of bull jokes. Might as well loot. This part right here. A double jump. Okay. Okay, let's do it. Let's see. All time. We'll keep it simple. You think I'll win this next try? Japanese gremlin. That was unbelievable what you said. That was good. Well, let's see if there's another monster blocking my path. Wow. YouTube, you didn't see what Eldritch said. You saw nothing. These are not the droids you're looking for. Okay, the pole. Ending it. I can't let you down. I should probably use the item first, next time. Okay, there's no monster blocking the path.
2, 1, go.
The anticipation. Okay. Oh no, flow. I'm so worried about the way I'm running. Oh no. Dang it. I can't deny it. I am very concerned and almost self-conscious that the way I'm running is, no, not optimal after the suggestion. But that is certainly not why I fell. Sorry, Eldritch. LOL. Wow, Bendor. That seems like some fan fiction line from a Star Wars story. Dusty, sleep well. Lucati. I see you, Lucati. I'll remember that.
1, go.
Okay, I'm not going to use an item just in case. I just need to win with skill. Oh, just one jump away. It's one jump. I know I did a few extra pushes on that. We got this.
Three, two,
We got this.
go.
This part. Oh, so close. Okay. I need to see if there's an alternate path. Maybe I'm not choosing a very optimal route. Interesting. Interesting. Maybe the way in which I approach this area. You can stun them?
Yeah.
You said I might have to dash after a jump. Let's test it. Okay. Thank you for the hearts. I might be spamming the jump too much towards the end. When I land from the jump. Yes, I know what you mean. It's interesting though what you said about being able to stun them.
Three, two, one, go.
I don't know how I would stun, so I don't know how to try that. Wow, that was so close. Hello, Alexis. Ah yes, Ghost. Though, I'm not sure I would have discovered the secret of the beach without the help of, I believe, Jack Tar, or was it Venor? I don't quite remember who first mentioned it. I'm not sure if I slid up the wall. Hello, Ryan Sweeney. Okay. Again. Also, earlier. Wait. Oh, I actually did it. Okay. I thought maybe I had. I thought the dialogue was different. Oh dear. What are we about to experience?
3, 2, 1, go.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay, this one's gonna be wild. Very interesting. I wonder why they say that there's so many polygons. Like, I wonder if it's because it moves extremely dynamic, and that is because of the polygons. Like, it has a lot of squish, perhaps, and maybe that is why it has so many polygons. You like the bow, I see. Stitch, hello. Yaktar, I don't mind if you would like to give some insight on this. You know, it isn't exactly going to be something that I put on a shelf when I have a gold trophy. It's just sort of a fun activity. It moves more dynamic and how smooth it is.
3, 2, 1, go.
Ow. I was trying to see if I could stun them. Or whatever was mentioned.
You think you can win if you waste your energy that way?
Okay, let's just see if this is even an area. I don't think that this direction would be good at all.
That's a weird looking enemy.
Self-destruction is fall damage. Guess I'll do it fully. What do you mean? Like, are you saying during the race? Whoa. New areas to explore soon. Polygons in the polygons. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Yes, shinies along the way. Escape from Tarkov. I bet that is really fun. Is that considered a extraction shooter? I feel like this path over here is probably the path I need to take. Oh yes. I need the skin from Cars, the main character. Page of the camera will help skip the intro to the race. That feels like some sort of cryptic hint. Oh, I see. You mean the Peaches section.
3, 2, 1, go.
Maybe I have to do it at the first phase. This one doesn't feel like a win, but we'll see. Yes, the aerodynamics with the skirt. Perhaps. Don't give up. I can see how the tutorial skip would make a difference. I'll try that. That's really a huge head. Okay. Each inspection time. I believe it works from this angle too. No.
Three,
Oh, I see.
1, go.
I realized that probably was not the time I was supposed to use it. But I was just curious what would happen if I used it while falling. Oh, I see. By using it to entirety. Cinematic, yes. Okay. Really crazy. Pro tip. Oh, I see. I have to do it like this.
Three, 2, 1.
Wow. What a huge buff. And then if I used one of the speed items, it would probably be even better. Let's see if we can do it like this. Yay. What an insane little exploit. Thank you for teaching me that. Wow. Huge heart for you. That was honestly really epic advice. Jack Tar, you are certainly a master of this game. Farewell, high-speed machine. I forgot you can move around. Very interesting. Wow. That was quite a moment. Yes, the fidget spinner. Are there more race bosses as the game progresses? I think we'll explore the hole soon. Whoa, don't take that out of context. Hello, old Don Berry. That sounds like a beverage. Wow, that crazy kick. It's swinging my swords and nothing. Perhaps that is how they say goodbye, Lucci. Am I a robot? Well, I'm not an AI. Not exactly. Not like neurosama and all of that, if that helps. I am an angel. Very holy line of thinking, yes. Okay, I have no time for these. Ow. Well, because you did that, but then again, I hit you first. Yes. Okay, let's check them out. I hope you all are feeling good. Another week we start together. And again, a reminder, I will post the other days of stream later tonight. I just have to finish up on the thumbnails and such. Or even get started on some of them. But it's fun. We've been getting new games. Games to play together. Just a matter of allotting time for them. Hello. Tron or Tran? There's a useful thing somewhere in the desert. Are you saying the desert that I have already explored? Maybe I didn't explore everything. That would be fun to revisit. Let's explore the whole, yes. This game is NieR Automata. To add melons to my avatar. Wow. Well, alright. Welcome back. And the fact that you are still able to message, that hopefully is a positive thing. Oh wow, changing the chips. Thank you for that. Did I not even equip the other one? You know, I was thinking that I felt kind of the same speed. I wonder if somehow I unequipped it, or I never equipped it at all. But I thought I saw some sort of blue hue around me. Oh, that was the item I was using. Oh my goodness. Now I'm really curious how fast I would have been. Guess I was already ahead of the game. And ready for battle. It's that races. Without the exploit. test it out sometime, I would be happy to. Oh, sorry, I was skipping the messages. It was as if I cared for a moment. Black belt complete. Oh yes, we did that last time. Well, the fight, and then... I guess we just did the item, so we'll probably come back to this person. Maybe they'll have more. If there is comfort to be found here during the stream, that is a good thing, in my opinion. Reload if I want to fight. Well, maybe I'll go to the desert and check it out, and then come back. Okay, I'll save. Oh wait, I can't. I'll do it up here. Is Servo the name of the NPC we just spoke to? How do you think she runs in them? Well, she's just really skilled with them. Her balancing abilities are really high. The desert has another way to attack there. Mr. Bucket, the pants are somewhere. They're just not... there. Wow. I forgot how big the desert is. There is this one, but I think I need to get a little bit stronger. Wait, does it scale? I don't know, let's try it again. We already failed. I think you have to defeat it in a certain amount of time, and don't get hit. You like the sand in your eye. Interesting. I don't see any cake. Strawberry cake? Vanilla cake? Chocolate cake? I don't see any. So, Arik, maybe you're watching a different stream. Like Portal. Whoa. Oh, we've been here before, but shiny. Wait, more shiny. Oh, we already got it. Oh. Okay, near the oil pond, I see. The cave was luring me in. Yes, lots of peaches. Can't resist. They look so... Never mind. I assume I have to go this way. Okay, through that pass. I say cake, bunny. Am I saying cake in a weird way? Well, Lucati, if you ever looked at the chat avatars, those avatars can be hundreds of thousands of polygons. It's actually really crazy. The more unoptimized models, which are most, Although I believe they're called triangles or something when it comes to those models. You've been rewatching the streams as I walk through. Well, we do walk sometimes. I'm not sure that the streams are really great if you're trying to watch a smooth and very efficient way to play the game. Sometimes we just enjoy walking. Wow. The pre-fire though, lol. Each take. Interesting, it shows something here. Is that Diglett? Did we find Diglett? Oh no, never mind. Well, close though.
Is this a pod?
Hypothesis. The owner discarded this pod and left it in safe mode. Motives unknown.
Why was it abandoned? Pod, reactivate it for me. If it's usable, try to overwrite the original owner with my ID.
Activation complete. Access granted. Previous owner ID successfully overwritten. Special weaponry now available.
Interesting. Okay, let's see some on these cannon fodder over here. Wait, that was the laser. Oh, I see. Okay, so it is multiple. I'm curious, does it have a charge time? Oh, I see. It has like a homing beacon, sort of. Like a javelin in Battlefield. Well, it's certainly interesting. I'll have to mess around with it. I really like that I still have the big, thick laser. That one's one of my favorites. Oh, the grind spot. I see. I remember fishing here like it was last week. A lovely memory. Is that the item you were referring to, Cactar, in the desert? We're doing some rock climbing now. The oil spot. Ash, are you talking about Monster Hunter? Like the rooster-looking monsters? And yes, typically streaming is Monday through Friday. I just haven't listed the other streams yet for this week. Oh, the fishing spot. Okay. Oh, the sandworm. Oh, yes. We've actually joked about that here on the stream. The fact that I have played so many games here recently that includes sand or deserts. Hello, Aurelia. Well, as much as I am enjoying streaming, videos are also in order. Video making is something I very much enjoy, though it is a challenging experience, especially the longer you go not making videos. I believe it's somewhere around here. I actually filmed a video the other day that takes place. Oh, it may have been the day before yesterday. It takes place at a beach. It wasn't what I was planning to make, but it ended up happening. The oil one, maybe I'm not familiar with what you're talking about. Or is that the big pipe at the other end? Hello, Pigeon. Lamar, I'm glad they could help you sleep. This next video might be really relaxing too. Antarctica classified as a desert? Somehow that doesn't surprise me. Oh, the wild fishing spot I was just at. That's funny. Umar. It's funny you mentioned about not making it to the end of the videos. Okay, they're low level. When I turn on our first mission, I usually turn on the sleep timer so that it turns off at the end of the video. I often never remember reaching the end of the video. Shiny. One moment. Wait, no. Stay on target. I believe it was back here. There is not a... Normally, when I film videos, I might include a version that is for another platform in addition to the one that's for YouTube. However, this beach one is just for YouTube. I could potentially film something more for the other, but this time around, it was just a YouTube one. Wow. Hello, hello. Oh yes, you need a long video to get you to sleep. Well, this next video, I don't think is actually going to be that long. I don't think it will be around 10 minutes or so. I really like some of the moments. I just don't know if they lasted very long. Sometimes the experience of filming things can feel like they last a lot longer than they actually are. Because there's a lot of moments that get cut. Eldridge, that's a good point about the cat video. If the mood is right, yes, you just hit the pillow. And boom, suddenly it's morning. A Booster video? I'm not familiar with what that is. Interesting. And watching me. It's like those figures in the Mario game. Super Mario Universe or whatever it's called. Sleep Wild Magic Bots. You said there's an item up here. For a second I thought this line in the rock was a message from Elden Ring. Like the message things they put on the ground. Oh, wow. It's something to come back to. I probably need to progress further in the story, but now I know it's fair. And I can always fast travel once I unlock that. Right now it's the grueling journey of just walking. Make sure there's nothing else over here. I'm not sure I can get to that yet. Maybe I should progress the story before I keep doing all these side quests. Francisco. Del the duo. Pardon. Del the duo. I apologize. I may not be saying that real well, but hello. And welcome. I don't know how long you've been here. I guess we'll go to the pit. And I'll turn the in-game music back on when we do. What are you all doing right now? Wow, I keep tripping on the rocks. Modding in 3DS. Do you mean 3DS Max? 3DS Max? Last hour of work. You're almost there, Delta. Hello, Roberto. Doing quite well. Thank you. Vibing and relaxing. Making progress is nice. Do I have the complete edition of NieR? I think I have the game of the Yora edition or Yora edition. Do I think my eyeballs can feel or sense temperature? Every aspect of an angel can have the potential to have simulations of feeling, or they can not have the simulation of feeling. So in a way, yes, the eyes could have A simulation of feeling. Or not, if that is preferred. Find quest later. Nice. Just using these rockets. Wow. I ran right into that. Thank you, I could dodge it. I need to buy some small healing items. Wow, I used the kick to finish it off. Your files exam the mile. I totally thought you were talking about Files, the game. I guess I could always travel back to the space station. I actually don't know how you do that. $107 life. Wow. Yes, the like button actually does make a difference. For the stream. The camp. Oh. The camp crawler machine. I wonder if these do it, or if it's just the... I see. Lucci. Thanks to you. We're going to change this music here in a minute. Explanation point Discord with the Discord information. Words. Okay, only the camp.
Operator 6022B. Be aware that the following transmission is classified Privilege Level 5. A group of Yorha fighters deployed to the city ruins have deserted. We need you to take care of them immediately. But don't get yourself hurt, alright?
Yorha members deserting? And attacking the Resistance, no less?
Proposal. Rogue Yorha units should be captured and detained.
Okay, let me carry on the game music. Lamar, do you feel like you've studied or prepared, practiced for these finals? It will probably be fine. Have fun with it.
In order to keep collateral damage at a minimum.
The music, a little louder. Although it might be quiet right now just during the talking.
Easy for you to say.
And welcome, Mr. Bucket, to the Discord. Oh no, it's actually that quiet. Okay. I love Alex. Wow, really standing on the edge. Now that is some strength right there. Oh wow, she's like literally looking over. That's amazing. Oh my goodness. The fact that they actually programmed being able to look over an edge is really incredible. Hello. 999. Okay, now we get to explore down here. Sweezy. Wow, more sweezy. Is that a reference to Takashi? Oh wait, never mind. Wait, 999. Wasn't that based on an artist? A badminton exam. Wow, interesting. Okay, worms. Juice World. Yes, I think that was what I was thinking of. But yes, I probably got the titles mixed up. Wait, there's something over here. I wonder what quest this is. Oh, I think that's the one we just got from the message. If you're referring to Juice World, I believe they passed away. I'm not sure about Six Side. I'm not really familiar with either artist's music, to be honest. Ah, yes. Parkour. Wow. I did that at that jump. The janky. Have a good rest of your day. Oh wow. Save. For nothing. Oh, I know where we are now. Just doing some quests. The way I play this game, it feels like this game is going to get a lot of playtime. Oh, 100 likes on the stream. Nice. And Ed and Eddie. I think we're climbing Metal Pier right now. Don't you love when you make your own game out of nothing? Like, just hopping pillar to pillar. Why? Who knows? Okay, clearly I'm missing something. Maybe it's towards the bottom. That drop was really nice. Had a lot of strength to it. if I stand in front of its face. Interesting.
Hang on, 2B. This machine is still alive.
Wow.
Destroy it.
Maybe we should hold off. Its main drive has been trashed, so there's no way it can attack us. And we might be able to learn something interesting if we study it.
Is that like a secret, or was that part of the mission? Eldridge. That's an interesting example. A little sapphire. Okay, interesting.
Target location
Like an additional quest?
marking on map.
You know, I'm still not sure any of this is a good idea.
The more data we have, the better, right?
Well, if you go hiking or out searching around trees and such, you may find a really good stick. Okay, checking the 3 locations. For a spawn, I see. Separate quest. I had a feeling. Thank you for that. I see a black dot or a dark gray dot on the minimap. It must be on one of these levels. Jack Tar, I see what you did there with the lightsaber reference with the stick. And more. Sleep well. Okay, the music. It already needs to go. Burn it. Whoa, 30 minutes left on the goal. I didn't even realize. I almost felt like we were only an hour and a half into the stream. Interesting that the dot disappeared. Now that I'm higher. I feel some sort of wave incoming. It's your tough. Are you saying you were heading out for today? Or were you speaking to the other who was leaving? The dot seems to be down here when I'm at this level. Interesting. I had a feeling you weren't leaving, Sertas. Of course you are, okay, Sertov. The big building. I'm just curious why there was a dot. That's so interesting. Maybe it just indicated an area to look. I thought the dot was perhaps an NPC. Jamerville, I'm glad you're relaxing. In Japanese, Poem. That was sweet of you to say. Oh, I see. So it's just a dot to indicate an area. Oh look, something's moving. It must die. Wow. I love this scale, but they're like always difficult. Well, you know, not necessarily difficult. It's that they hit hard. Oh wow. Remember, don't push yourself too hard. You have to live to fight another day. Spite feel. I see. I feel like this is the big building you're referring to. Oh, ha 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 ha. I hope you all are feeling good in those moments. And maybe you have a smile. After all, I can't see you, so I don't always know how you might be feeling. Big building. Maybe we go to the top floor, like the ladder. Alone, I guess. Wow, epic walking into the lighters. Maybe it's here. Let's take a look. Shiny. You said your ID is happier now. Whoa. Another place to come back to eventually. That grunt. It was so aggressive. Though, not complaining. No need to rush the ladder. Enjoy the experience, hand over hand. Climbing our way to victory. Check the third spot. I see. And oh, I just realized how to say your name. Fresh. Hello, Fresh. I don't know if this is your first time here. It never gets old because we only do it once a week. LOL. Kidding, yeah, not kidding. Okay, nothing up here. So, shinies. Down we go. doom scrolling shorts. Now, that's really funny because earlier we were just talking about that topic. Like, scrolling. Scrolling to the point where you receive the take a break message, like on TikTok and such. Flip-flops. Why own a gun when you can own a flip-flop and throw it at their face? You can also get a bottle cap opener on your flip-flop. So, you know, it's a multi-tool. Wow, hello person. Yes, slightly. Slightly off track, but sure. A new pod item. Thongs. Beat thongs. Wow. I'm not sure I thought about that. Weapon of mass distraction. Wait, are you a vendor? Okay. Maybe I have to equip it. Oh, I thought I got a new program. Oh, interesting. I have a better movement speed now. But I'm full on spots. Well, I'll roll with this for now. When do I usually stream? The times right now are typically around.
They're from Yorha.
Alert.
Hold on.
Targets are rogue units 22B and 64B, currently designated for detention.
They've come for us, idiot! Prepare to engage and inform the captain!
Got it!
Typically.
Currently wanted by command for desertion. Disengage.
Wait, am I about to fight? Okay. The stream times are 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I believe that is the order in which they are. You have 3 loadout or chips if you want to try different things. Oh yes. Okay. I do read some of what you say in the various channels on Discord, but I do not necessarily read everything. I very much enjoy the Discord though, that you all created.
Immediately.
Shut your trap!
Oh, fun. We were just having fun. Where are you going? Interesting.
They got away.
I love the contrast over here. Wow. It's like suddenly the saturation is pumped up. Eldridge, I hope work goes well for you. And that this was a nice experience to have before work. Fresh peaches, yes. Okay, let's see if there's anything over here. I guess we'll come back over here at some point. Probably returning to the areas in which we found them. Maybe the building, and then finally on the machine. A little magical, maybe. Two boars. Interesting. I've seen enough culture things to know where this is going. A magic girl angel. Can you elaborate on what you mean by that? I sort of understand the magic girl thing. Almost like the idol culture in Japan. However, I'm not entirely familiar with the magic girls as like a series and such, or as a genre. Your early morning and late afternoon shifts. I see. That is a joy to hear. I think we have to go up to that other building. Wait, so you're saying Japanese gremlin? To be a magic girl is suffering, like a lot of the magic girl animes and such feature, feature like horror and stuff like that. Isn't that kind of funny? Perhaps a little symbolism of what the idol culture might be like for people who are magic girls, like idols in Japan. Well, I had to climb the ladder to get up here, I believe.
Targets are rogue units 22B and 64B, currently designated for detention.
Damn it! I'll kill you!
Interesting. What is going on with this command? Very interesting. Interesting. smacked me. What are all these reaction commands?
No. How could you?
Interesting.
Dude, you
Wow. Another one.
What the hell?
Alert. Target is former Yorha Captain 8B, currently wanted for desertion. Proposal.
Shiny. I need the shiny, but it's pulling me back.
You did this!
Please! You have to stop fighting!
Shut up! You don't know anything!
Analysis. Unit 8B specializes in close quarters combat.
Okay.
Destroy enemy with long-range attacks.
Destroy? What happened to...
Whoa, I can use two? Whoa. I just realized I can use both pods to charge the attack. Oh, was I supposed to capture them? I suppose. But you see how I fight monsters in Monster Hunter. Do I ever capture them? I'm just reading what you're saying. That's cool about both pods being able to use similar or the same attacks. Ow. This fight is really hard. I assume the fights will keep getting harder. And the reaction commands seem to happen a lot. Like, she seems so crazy, yet she feels like a basic boss. A lance.
Destroyed. Black box signals confirmed.
I wonder when I will start using other weapons. I really enjoy what I have currently.
Our fellow units. Why
The
the
music goes really well with it.
resistance in the first place? You think Anemone might know something, 2B?
Let's find out.
Bend and snap. Close quarter. Yeah, close quarter combat specialist or whatever. They said. I was waiting for some crazy, like, don't go near them, but being close to them was actually the best. Alice Principal in NieR Automata. That would be interesting to see artwork of, though I don't think that would ever happen in terms of the game. Also, Dallas Principal. I believe they actually released some new version of the game. Like, I think they remastered the first game and added some new elements to it. It's called like Dallas Principal Remaster. These are the basics of CQC. It is a shame that Metal Gear didn't work out for a stream game. Well, everything else has been fun. Carnage. Wow. Wow, I totally missed. The pod does all the work. Metal Gear was working great. However, it contains copyright music and no way to mute the music, so unfortunately, I had to stop playing the stream. Oh, there's two of them now. One. Whoa, I forgot about that. Ow. Ow. Fun. Have any of you ever had Borny? Too powerful? I believe I am level... Let's see. I am level 20. They were also level 20. Whoa. Okay. They got really big. I wonder what level they are now. If they're too high level, then I don't really want to waste too much time finding them like I did last time. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to just target them. Interesting. Did you enjoy it, Sir Toth? I wonder if I can talk to them. Oh yes, that's so cute. Okay, Jaktar. Whoa, taste the forbidden fruits. Father Servo? Hello. Fiery Mizumi. Okay. Let's see. What level are they? I'm not sure what level they are. Oh, level 50, okay. It's not worth it. I wonder if there's a way out of it or if I just have to die. Because I don't think I actually am built for it enough at the moment. It would take way too long. I'm sure I could do it, probably. Wow. I'm so concerned that I'm going to perish. Here, let me just die. Oh, nice. Wait, was that a part of it? Are you saying you don't like the little friend down there? Okay. You mentioned a building nearby. The building next to the one with blocks has an item too. The building next to the one with blocks. A building, oh, this one. You said a building next to it. Are you referring to that one over there? With a chest that I probably cannot unlock yet. Is that the building you're referring to? Okay, I see. Interesting. A few different missions out there. I guess we're not going into the hole today. We're just focusing on these other things. That building, it looked like it had a chest that I couldn't unlock it. It had one of those special blocks on it. I'll try this one again. Wow. I didn't see what level they were. I feel like it scales. Okay, I have to just not get hit. And then actually do good. Wow. Jack Tower. I don't think I can unlock the chest though. That's why I was saying I don't think I need to go over there just yet. Wow. Those little shields. Delta, safe travels. Wow, it's really hard to avoid those. "30 seconds to defeat these enemies, and without getting hit once." Okay, interesting. The shield's gone now. interesting. I also feel like the level scales, so it's more of a skill issue. I'll keep coming back to this at some point. The chest and another need you to jump in biotech. You don't get it throughout the story. I'll revisit that chest. I'll go back to it. I just don't think I can unlock it yet. Interesting.
We can use this screw to repair that big machine.
Okay, so that's why the big head. I believe there's retrieve confidential intel. Let's go to that. I don't mind trying to get over to the chest. It's more so that I might not be able to unlock it, but I'll certainly check. Hello. Oh. Low levels. Still hitting me though. I hope you all are feeling good. Okay. Yes, the special one. I believe it is. Especially if it has a valuable item. One that you have to go through so much effort. It seemed like it would be a special chest. It did appear to have one of these special visuals with a lock on it. Wow. Oh look, that's another one with a lock. Bend over, enjoy eating this bag. I wonder if others are wondering what snack Ben is going to get. I know I'm curious. Interesting. Oh wow. Oh, it's up there. Lemon biscotti. Interesting. A riddle. A cowboy stays over at a hotel from Sunday to Saturday. He eventually leaves on Friday. But how did he do it? I honestly have no idea. Working on a drawing. Is it of an angel or something else? Oh wow, Jack Tyler. Now that you mention it, I feel like I've heard that before. Is that their angel? Oh wow, it's really funny that they're showing this. I have thought of different scenarios for angels that deal with being stolen. What happens when an angel is stolen? I'm blocking some of the words. This is pretty amazing that that this game is covering some of these themes. This literally could just be an angel right there. The person that they've taken. Very interesting. Okay, no, I cannot fight them. Yes, I tried. Okay. Oh, there's something out in the desert. Man, they really love me traveling back and forth, don't they? This is why you were excited for me to play. Quite interesting. Wait, is this the right way? I feel like this is the wrong way. Yes, it's the wrong way. So tough, you were almost there. Yes, padding the gameplay. To some degree, they're not wrong. The exploring is pretty fun at times. Well, getting fast travel will be such a delight. Yes, it reminds you of Destiny 2. Are you referring to the idea of lots of returning to the tower? After the big hole. Yes, everything is after the big hole. Interesting. We were just talking about holes. Okay. Oh, level 4. Wow. I'll just go towards the mission. I've never seen the movie Holes. And hello, BCD 32. is his Talos principle. Oh, never mind. Oh, trials, yes, fun. Wow. Yay. Are you saying you are currently eating or were eating a Klondike bar in need a mess? Whoa. Very interesting. Wait, I wonder if there's special music. Let's hear. There is. Or maybe that's from the desert. Let's see. I like the music we had going, personally. Well, I've seen enough cultured things to know where this is going. Just saying. Wait, I have to say, I have to ask, really. Is there cultured stuff of these scenarios? Like, you know. Whoa. Whoa. Anyways. If there's not, then artists get to work. Fixed trials we must overcome. Yes, let's do it. Trial of sand. Delta, we just did some running and now we're about to start some sort of trials. No items. Interesting. Requires level 25. Interesting. So we're too low level.
Know that you must rely on your own strength as is demanded by Rule 61,284. Fight with firmness and honor. Now begin.
Using my pod has become such a part of my combat flow. And not using items is a really interesting aspect too, because I would assume that it's healing items as well. Ah, I pressed the pod by accident.
In accordance with Rule 6.
I'm so used to using the pod. I wonder if I can disable that button. Yeah, nightmare like this. Or they look like this. Interesting. Lucati. Sleep well.
Know that you must fight with.
Interesting. I do actually heal some. Because of the chips I have, I forgot. Oh, wow. And they're level 25. This is going to be interesting. I used my pod by accident. I need to disable that. I saw those orbs and I instantly started firing. Let's see if I can disable that. They go up to level 80. Okay. 3 rounds each. I bet it doesn't let me. I bet it doesn't let me disable them. I probably just have to make sure I don't mess it. Can I unequip the pod? That's a good question. I don't think I can. They probably want you to really struggle with it. Oh, a chip. Interesting. I don't see one. Okay, Eldridge. I hope your work is smoothly. Or goes smoothly. I didn't see a way to disable it.
Know that you must fight.
Okay. Interesting. It's so hard not to use the pod to finish these off. The desire is great. instantly wanted to use the pod again. Okay. This is going to be very tough. We can slowly heal, one hit at a time. Yes, I was breaking the arms as I figured it had some sort of debuff effect on them. Hello, don't drag. Oh my goodness. I thought I was about to... Whoa, like some flying creatures. Now I see, it's just the cannon fodder. I have to actually get hits to heal. Oh, so close.
In accordance with Rule 61.
The cannon fire got me. That was a pretty good attempt. I know that I should probably come back at a higher level, since it did say 25 and I'm 20. But I know we can do it. So, maybe we change up our tactics a little bit. Interesting. We don't need the auto-use items because, well... Oh, I should probably make a new loadout. One moment, let me re-equip those. Okay. Okay, yes, we're going to take a little bit of time to adjust this slot out. Let me change the music. Then we're totally going to make this happen. Yes, an arena loadout. Countering an enemy. Is that when I dash them? Or is that a different attack that I am unfamiliar with? Hello, Skylar. I feel like I don't ever do a counter. I'm not sure how. Dash then attack. Interesting. Well, if I never get hit, then I'll never counter. Okay, the offensive heals. Those were the really important ones. Interesting. I could probably upgrade the chips soon. I don't know how much money I have, but oh, I have 67,000. Okay. Oh, I can do more. I forgot. I'm going to be running so fast. Oh, at the next 20. Let me make sure I'm optimizing them. Oh. I actually have more than needed. Let's see if I can use a different one. Yes, remove this one. Because it caps out at 20%. A shockwave, that might be interesting. Oh, I only have 5 more slots. Let's see. I might not have anything for 5 other than ranged. And ranged, I assume, is not the weapons I'm using. I guess we'll just go with what I have. Can we save? Oh, no. Not here at least. Wait, let me actually make sure I equipped the chips. Oh, you said remove top chips. That's actually a really good point. And I'm glad I checked because I didn't even customize. A very interesting place indeed. Skill gauge. Oh, the pod. Yes, we don't need that. I do like seeing the enemy HP. I don't need the minimap. I don't need to see objectives. Text log. Save points. Damage values are okay, because they help at times. Nice. I wonder if that means we have to. Oh, nice. Don't need fish chip or quest chips. Fish chip? I don't think I have a fish chip equipped. Oh, you're just saying in general. I see. So I could do more shockwaves. Let's see what else. Deadly heal would actually be interesting. For the large groups. Is it making you want to get a bag of chips? Oh, evading. I'll just go with this. This time I need to actually equip it. Wow. I'm going to be so fast now.
Know that you were through love fight.
I see the little shockwaves. That's cool that they add a visual effect. Oh, the camera controls. They are still something I'm getting used to. Perhaps if I was playing on a keyboard and mouse, I would be able to control the camera a lot better than I do with the controller. The storm that is approaching. I'm hitting the little friend on the bottom. Wow. I totally was dodging. Oh wow. We can pull through. It is but a flesh wound. That's totally up to you, Skylar. Thank you, Space Pirate, for the words of encouragement. Wow. Devil May Cry 5. I am looking forward to playing that. They just fucking helicopters. Well, I guess not helicopters. Wow, I didn't see that coming. Now it's just you and me. With the calm music while we fight. Hesitation is defeat. I was literally so close to pressing the pod button. My finger literally went towards it. I was so close to pressing it and ruining the run. Combat regeneration. Yes, because I had a chip equipped when I hit the enemy, I heal, or when I destroy an enemy, it would also heal. That was amazing. A bunch of stuff. Okay, I'm not gonna bother with the next one because I know it's gonna be higher level. The temptation to fight these machines are... it's great. I really want to fight them. But I'm not. Later. Rest well. We need to make sure to save. Also, thank you, Delta. Whoa, flashbang. I forgot I unequipped all the chips that have the UI. It's kind of nice. I could get rid of the health bar one too, and everything would look super cinematic. But I like the chip that makes it so that the UI disappears when you start walking. That is pretty cool. If I go near the hole, you'll find a pipe boring W. If you want another area. Oh, water. Okay. It's so far from here. But it is what it is. The pipe is probably really important, especially if it gives fast travel. $40K. Sleep well. You know, I actually think this would be a good place to end stream for today. We've had a lovely time. We will walk for just a little bit. I hope you all wind down and relax. Oh, I did notice one of the pipes in the hole. I saw earlier one of the pipes that it had an opening you could go down. I mean of Peaches. This is a beautiful area. Well, whether you're hungry for food or something else, I hope you're able to satisfy your hunger. Everyone, take care. And I will see you soon. Wow, Ninus. Way to... Never mind. You're being a good friend.